rolling here. We're rolling there. All right, Lani. It's episode 124, and I have to start. Damn it, you motherfucker. Are you ready yet?
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, Lani. Let's try this again. It's episode 124, and I must start with a very pressing, transcending, philosophical life question.
All right. Yeah.
Who do you think will win in a fight? 100 humans or one gorilla?
A gorilla.
Really?
For sure.
Think the gorilla's taking out 100 humans?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, no questions asked. You're not even trying to figure out what humans? What if we sent 100 Brock Lesnar's?
Nah.
No?
Nah. You got to think about the mobility of a gorilla. They're just way more agile. You feel me? They can jump real quick. You feel me? Like, if they gotta, like, you know, like, they can go from 2 feet to 4 real quick.
Listen, I'm not by any means saying that the humans would win.
Like, if you said Spider-Man versus a gorilla, that'd be different.
Come on. I mean, superhero, that's not fair.
He got the web. He's mobile too.
No, we're talking God's creatures. You know what I mean? Just one-on-one in nature.
Mammal versus mammal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Now, if we don't get no weapons, shit, it's over. You know what I mean? But that's not the way the humans work. We don't fight with just our hands. So, if like, I got a battle axe, you know what I mean? And I might sneak up from behind, all it takes is one real good shot to the mata. You know what I mean? Now, if it's just fist on fist, there's no fucking way. You can't hurt a gorilla. Now, what can a human do to hurt a gorilla? It's not going to pop off. You know what I mean? But if we got weapons, then maybe we might be able to, you know what I mean? Somebody could bow and arrow, tranquilize that motherfucker. And then once he's out, you know what I mean? Then we stomping on his mata is different. You know what I mean? If we could all, like 50 of us stomp on his mata at once. The problem is that once you get close and he starts swatting motherfuckers, I mean, how many motherfuckers can he swat away at once is the thing. And if like the first 3 people get crushed, will everybody else's spirit get broken?
Listen, man, I don't even like this conversation because we're breaking a rule right now.
What's the rule?
Ape shall never kill ape.
LOL. Yeah,
you feel me? You feel me? Like, ape shall never kill ape, bro. You feel me? Like, I wear a lot of bait, you know. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for the ape. You feel me? Planet of the Apes.
Not why I'm ape.
You know, like, you feel me? Like,
I'm not gonna hold you. I almost hit the stop recording button.
Oh, nah.
That would have been mad funny. Like, there goes the intro. All right,
but wait,
start.
My bad. Where did this conversation start from? Like, was this like a Joe Rogan thing? Because this feels like a Joe Rogan.
This has totally been a thing on the internet for mad long. I feel like this was a Twitter thing that happened like years back, and now we're just like bringing it back, and it's like catching steam because everybody's talking about it now. So I figured, you know what I mean? Why not dive in? Obviously, though, I don't think that hands on hands we got any shot at the gorilla, because I think that they have extreme stamina as well. Like, after a while, like, we'll get tired of trying to wrestle the gorilla after like 10 minutes. I don't know that the gorilla is going to be as tired as us. You know what I mean? That's where he might break us down mentally. So yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I'm not fighting the gorilla regardless. You know what I mean? You're not catching me in that predicament anyways. But that just, you know what I mean? That's a conversation.
Bro, I just see a gorilla just literally taking one person and swinging that body around like a fucking.
And then what do you do?
And just knocking other people out. Like, you feel me? Like, taking one person and you just not a good 10 people out real quick with the body just helicopter. You feel me? Yeah. Then it's just, you know, banging on his chest real quick. Like, you know, it just, they got a lot of energy. So yeah, but ape shall never kill ape. So that's my opinion.
I think the new shit is gonna be like, if you had to get your 100, you know what I mean? Like, who's in your 100? You know what I mean? Like, who are some of the people that you would get in your, if this was like a mandatory thing, like some Squid Game shit, they was like, yo, for everybody to, you know what I mean? We're gonna wither down the population, and this is how we gonna do it. We're gonna let you pick 100 motherfuckers, and I fight the ape, and whoever survives, and that's the new civilization. Who's the 100 motherfuckers that you choosing with you? Like, who are some of the people that you might, you know what I mean, call up and be like, yo, fam, I need you for this?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Okay, I got you. You know what I mean?
Who you calling?
Now, if this was 2002, I'm already on flip calling Brock Lesnar. I don't know that Brock Lesnar right now is really the one that's gonna do it, so I might call like Braun Breaker. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call John Jones. You know what I mean? I'm definitely calling Johnny Jones Bones. Johnny Bones, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm calling John Jones for sure. And I'm going to make sure John Jones got a little bit of coke with him. You know what I mean? So that he could elevate. You know what I mean? Please don't let none of the coke get to the gorilla. Because we've seen Cocaine Bear. We don't want to see Cocaine Gorilla. You know what I mean? But, yeah, John Jones. Who else am I taking? Shit. I need big motherfuckers that are resourceful. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, no. I'm looking at the stats of a gorilla. This shit. Adult gorillas can either from 300 pounds to 500 pounds, and they stand up to 6 feet tall.
Yeah, 6 foot 500. Who's 6 foot 500?
What?
Who is 6 foot 500?
What? Oh my God! A silverback gorilla can lift up to 4,000 pounds on a bench press.
Yeah, I mean maybe Roman Reigns. I don't know,
bro.
Like,
nah.
I don't know.
Nah.
I need a fucking.
It's clipped.
Yeah, I don't know, gang. It's tough out here. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna bring through a formidable squad. I don't know if we're gonna win, but it's gonna be a formidable squad for sure. You know what I mean?
Well, I wonder how long until somebody makes a hat based around this topic, because I know somebody's gonna do it.
I don't know how you do that, but I guess I'll leave it up to y'all. Anyways,
listen, what? Just remember I said it.
Yeah. Talk to me, Lani. What do you have on the mata, and how do you say 124 in Spanish?
Ciento 124? No, I feel like that wasn't fluid enough. That wasn't 124. I don't like the way I'm pronouncing that though.
What? Right.
124.
There you go.
Okay, 124. See, okay. I was pausing instead of okay, because I knew my pronunciation was wrong. But yeah, and then today I got the Akuma Angels. Shout out to my boy Fizz. Shouts to my guy Fizz. Shout out to Fizz.
Yeah,
shout out to Rack. Shout out to the Bay.
The 1.0 technically, right? Because now there's like a 2.0 and a 3.0. I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a 2.
There's a 3. It's 3 of them.
I'm trying to remember what the 2 is. Yeah, the 2 is Navy, I think, and then the 3 was the joint that he just did with Gat with the patch.
Great.
But yeah, so Akuma 1.0. You know what I mean? Hat of the year contender at the. You know what I mean when it came out. So yeah. And then me personally, you know, I'm still on my Knicks shit. You know what I mean? We're still alive in the playoffs. We putting Detroit down. You know what I mean? Shouts to all the motherfuckers in Detroit, by the way, because my DM's been kind of nasty lately. Of course, I didn't know that this was going to go down like this. I didn't know that the Pistons were going to be facing the Knicks the week after I drop a Detroit hat. You know what I mean? I had no idea that this is going to be how things go. But the Detroit motherfuckers is in my DMs all crazy.
Let's go off the dome.
My bad.
Is that the one you meant to press?
Nah, it was the... Damn.
Get your buttons right, brother.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
But yeah, so I had no idea that was going to be what was going on. You know what I mean? But y'all going crazy in my DMs for the Pistons every game. You know what I mean? And the Pistons have put up a valiant effort. You know what I mean? But just not winning the games. Not talented enough. You know what I mean? Relying on calls from the referees at the end of the games is not going to win you playoff games. You know what I mean? You got to win them on your own. And so that's just how that goes. You know what I mean? But love to Detroit. It's not like I really don't have nothing against Detroit or like any of y'all teams. You know what I mean? This is just sports. It's all in fun. I hope y'all understand that. I really don't got no beef with none of y'all. You know what I mean? Even if we have a heated debate in the DMs, you know what I mean? Like I don't want no smoke. I'm just having a fun time. You know what I mean? I'm defending my Knicks. I'm gonna definitely defend my Knicks because some of y'all sound crazy in the DMs. I'm not gonna hold you. One of y'all was in my DMs talking about how OG and Mikhail are bums, and it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, yeah. You know what I mean, yeah. So I love Detroit. You know what I mean? It's just the Pistons are the ops right now, and so we're gonna get them out the paint tonight. Game 5, Knicks in 5. You know what I mean? So I had to throw the ensemble together. I got the City Edition Knicks on the mata. You know what I mean? By yours truly and AMS for Homegame New York, and the pre-orders landed, y'all. If you're watching this, you probably already got your pre-order in hand. So shouts to you for doing good. Yeah, and shouts to the peoples. You know what I mean? The Knicks fans. The love is felt, and we did the little watch party on this past weekend, and it was great, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, to see people come together, and then also like wear the first Knicks hat and the second Knicks hat, and just like watch a Knicks game together. That shit was fire. That's like that warmed my heart, making me feel all nice in my tummy. Vibes. So yeah, that's why I do this shit for. You know what I mean? To just create an experience. So you didn't get to just come buy the hat. You came to buy the hat, and then you chilled with your mans and watched the game too. You know what I mean? It's an experience. So I love shit like that. I feel like I am on a roll right now as a creator when it comes to creating experiences. We've done great things this year, you know what I mean, from the coat drive down to, you know what I mean, main event stuff, down to watch parties and all of the likes. You know what I mean? We're having a lot of fun this year, and I love that for us. More stuff on the way. Summertime's coming up, you know what I mean? So I told y'all, and I'm gonna stand by this, Lani's getting on this motherfucking grill at some point this summer. You know what I mean? We had Logan with the margaritas outside I was phase 1. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my mans outside in them. You know what I mean? So coming soon to a theater near you, Lani gonna be on the grill. Holla at you this summer. You know what I mean? Right. We'll see y'all in a few. And yeah, let's get into the shits. Why wait any further? Current releases in clothing and footwear. This the shit. Awake, New York.
Take it down to the LES.
Air Jordan 5. You know what I mean? Very, very bright vibes we got going on here, Lani. Talk to me. How are we feeling about the Awake Air Jordan 5?
I'm actually really feeling this. When I first saw the teaser pic, I just was like, whoa. We're really, really going crazy with the branding. Right? First you look at the color, this bright pink. Right, definitely not something you see on the normal, Jordan release. For sure. So it's differente. But look at the netting. The netting, instead of that regular, it does have the regular square netting, but then it has that Awake A, right, like on top of the netting, and it's just like that.
Pretty seamless.
That shit's hard. That's hard right there. I'm not gonna lie. Then you got the NY branding on the side instead of the 23.
Love that.
Like, it just hit different. Yeah, black Nike Air on the back, icy bottom, reflective tongue, like this, and then they get the red inside. I feel like the red inside is definitely a good touch too. The lining. Yeah, I'm really sold on this. I feel like this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I like the shoe. I think it was polarizing looking at first. I think after like settling in, it's definitely a nice clean joint. I think this is gonna cause like a little bit of a gender war, though. I'm not gonna hold you, because you know how like the women kind of hate usually when Jordans will like kind of shrink it and pink it, they call it. You know what I mean? Like for lack of better terms, when it comes to like women's releases. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, every time you give us a women's release, it's super like fucking pink and whatever the case may be. But now we're gonna have like this is gonna be mostly a men's release. You know what I mean? There will be women's sizing, but it's not gonna be primarily geared towards women. It's gonna be primarily geared towards men, and it's gonna be a pink shoe. And it's probably going to fly pretty fast. And I'm sure a lot of the girls are going to want to get their hands on this shoe because it is a cute-ass shoe. But now it's like you complained about it. You didn't want it when it was for you. But now when it's for everybody, you want it. You know what I mean? And that's I see a lot of upsetness coming on, whether it's from men or women with this shoe, because people are going to want this shit. And they're not going to touch, bro. They're not going to touch. Because I think Awake did this Jordan thing like with the ship. I think it was the ship they did.
Yeah, they would. Yeah,
they did a ship, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it was like, it did okay, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh my God, gotta have the Awake ship, you know what I mean? So if you didn't support the Awake ship, don't pull up to the store now thinking you valid for the 5. You know what I mean? It's not gonna go. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers that withstood the rain and supported the ship even when it wasn't busting like that, they gonna get first dibs on the 5. And you're gonna be standing out in the rain. Like, damn, I'm not getting my 5. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? You never know. They did what they had to do. They was good soldiers for the brand. They took the ship when nobody wanted to take the ship. You know what I mean? And now look at them. They got their own customized Air Jordan 5 to the T. You know what I mean? Everything. Logo on it and all that. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't getting that. So you got to play the game sometimes. It's politics, bro.
You got to play the game sometimes.
It's true. Am I wrong?
I'm saying it's all about relationships. That is true. But if the people don't like it, they don't like it. I will say the airship, it definitely had a crazy moment because we got a lot of different colorways in the airship in the last like year to 2 years, right? A lot of different collabs, Trophy Room, Nigel, Awake. You feel me? I'm definitely forgetting like 2 or 3 more. But it definitely had its wave. I want to say with the last Awake drop, the shoes were cool, but what really was fire was the apparel. You feel me? They had a fire varsity jacket. Like you remember the blue, black and blue varsity jacket?
It was a nice jacket.
That was a good jacket. You feel me? The apparel definitely hit. The shoes, I think, just because they were more calm. Like that's what it is. Like the Air Jordan 1 silhouette, Air Dunk silhouette, it isn't as popular as it used to be. I feel like later on it's one of those things that will, people will double back on, be like, damn, I should have got that. But the sneaker market is funny.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where it's just like calm, those ships calm. You feel me? It's on the completely other side of the spectrum where it's just like pow, crazy color, shit you ain't never seen before. You feel me? Even I just realized even the branding on the tongue, it got the weight.
Yeah, we're gonna
like
get there.
it's.
Before we got to the branding on the tongue, I was just going to point out the leather on this looks really nice as well, kind of pebbled. You know what I mean?
Tumble leather is.
I'm jacking. Very nice looking quality on this. And then, tongue branding, which I didn't even notice before. You got the awake on the tongue in the middle of the Jordan sign. They got a lot of license with this shoe. I'm not going to hold you. They was able to do a lot right now. I think this could open, break down the doors a little bit even more. I mean, we had talked previously about how I thought like Virgil was the person that kind of broke down the doors for just like modification on certain silhouettes when it comes to Nike and Jordan. And I feel like, and then probably across the board, because then Adidas started doing it as well, and New Balance as well. But I think that this is going to further that even more, because a lot of brands didn't get this kind of license when it came to a collaboration to kind of alter the tongue logo that's kind of iconic on the 5, and then the side panel, which is also kind of iconic on the 5, and then it's 3 or 4 different modifications, just logo modifications in itself, which is that's a pretty big deal, I think. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. It could lead to a lot of bad shoes and a lot of great shoes. You know what I mean?
I think this is gonna be a good wave. And honestly, Awake this year has been doing crazy good as far as with the drops. It's a lot of quality that they dropping with the clothing. So, and then, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Awake gonna may get spooky because they good for doing a cookout every year, right? They always do some type of block party.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for the block party again this year.
I could imagine, with this dropping in August, maybe that barbecues intertwined with the Jordan release. You feel me? That'd be fire. Because honestly, this is giving real summer vibes. You feel me? Yeah. Like pink in the summer. Everybody's wearing pink in the summer. Ladies and the guys.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then shout out to Angelo, because he designed this, but also I don't know if you know this, but he designed the camo Supreme 5.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? It's like he practiced with the Supreme joint, and then he went crazy now with Awake. You feel me? But yeah, y'all see how we love about this. Let's jump on to the next topic.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit biased on the pink in New York too. I feel like we have a nice little relationship with pink. Be it from Cameron or whatever the case may be.
Facts.
All right, continuing on. Clothing and footwear. Let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be Hellstar in WWE, which I actually really like this collection. And I'm not really normally a Hellstar guy. I honestly bought my first Hellstar piece this week, courtesy of this collection.
Heard you.
So let me see if I can get on Complex Shop real quick to show you the joint. Because I think that will be, I don't know if the collection is still up, but it probably would be better to show you on the website type joint.
Okay, that's crazy. I was literally just thinking the other day, how was Hellstar doing? Because I'm not really tapped in with the Hellstar, but I know everybody, that Hellstar wave it's still waving. You feel me? But I was just wondering how is it going as far as people start rocking it? Is it because I don't know? I feel like it's just been quiet, or maybe I'm just not tapped in on that side. But this is actually a cool thing to see, especially following up, because the last time we were talking clothing and forward, we were talking about Travis, right?
Yeah.
So
I think this is
follow-up.
Probably better than the Travis collection, if anything.
Oh, for sure, because I'm saying there's way more color, and it's just not just black and gray. You got this Stone Cold shirt with the.
I think they took this shit down. It might be clipped on.
It might have been so possibly.
All right, so yeah, let me just go back to where I was then.
So you got first off this Steve Austin, where his whole face is just like camo, yelling, dog tags.
Yeah.
Austin 36 in the back and stone. Austin 316 in the back and stone. That's tough.
Yeah, I think this was one of those that I almost copped on, but I reneged.
Oh, what'd you get? Yeah, you said
we'll get there. Yeah, I almost copped out on the Stone Cold. For me, it was just the colors didn't resonate as much, and I'm not gonna lie, 120 a pop on the shirts. You know what I mean? Like it's a little pricey. Now I know the quality is pretty good on Hellstar, but just for me, if I was just looking at this personally, I thought it was a dope shirt. But for 120, I could probably go on the vintage market and get myself a nice Stone Cold. So I kept it cool on this one. That was my reasoning on passing on this one. But this was second on my list and almost a cop for sure. The belt joint was decent, not gonna hold you. Not really for me, you know what I mean, but I could understand how people could get down with the belt joint. That was cute. I don't know if they got a preview of this in here, but this little Hollywood Hogan joint was also like, as far as graphics go, it was probably one of the better graphics. It's just like, did I want a Hollywood Hogan t-shirt? You know what I mean?
That's
like,
another thing.
Probably
too,
not. I don't know if I want to rep.
The brand is tainted.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to rep Hogan at this point in time. You know what I mean? Brother, but
there's no brother.
Yeah, but to me, it was one of the doper graphics. You know what I mean? So, yeah, belt joint was decent. The WrestleMania shit, it was alright. Nothing to write home about. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, just calm shit. Not regular. The John Cena was hard. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, John Cena wasn't always my guy growing up, so I didn't have like an affinity to the shirt necessarily, but it is one of the better shirts that I've seen John Cena-wise. You got the hand on the front. You see the waving. You know what I mean? You got Tony Ayo going. You know what I mean? And then you got the hustle, loyalty, respect on the back. Very nice t-shirt, you know what I mean? Just not for me particularly, you know what I mean? And then this is the one for me right here, brother. Not gonna hold you. The Rey Mysterio, like, nasty, brother. The 9 masks on here, you know what I mean?
That
like,
one I do like.
Multicolor, you know what I mean? Got the nice little back graphic with the goat on it, you know what I mean? WrestleMania logo on the back. This was just like too clean to pass up for me. I'm not gonna hold you. Rey Mysterio, definitely my guy. You know what I mean? More of a Dom Mysterio guy these days, but Rey Mysterio, grew up on him. Definitely one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And just, yeah. So personally, this was something that I felt like had to come home. It was a piece for me. Not just like, you know what I mean, a t-shirt, but a piece. You know what I mean? And so I needed that. So definitely copped out on that one. But yeah, there was some good shit here. The Rock joint was pretty good, even though The Rock never showed up in Vegas. You know what I mean? It was a good shirt. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah, that's the one for me. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, you know it's crazy. I feel like I would end up really just getting all the wrestler tees. Well, not all of them, but yeah.
Well, which Rock one? Because there's 2 Rock ones.
I like both of them actually.
Yeah, the Rock one with the bull, definitely super fire.
Yeah, that one I like both of them. So 2, that's 2. Then the Stone Cold and John Cena.
This the
Rey Mysterio. Damn, so that's 5. Damn, that's price.
That's what I'm saying. That's
car will look crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? So this was a really good collection to me, though. I really like this. Yeah, I don't know what Hellstar is doing right now. I'm not up on the kids. I have no idea how they getting down with the fits these days. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it was fire to me. So I really don't care, honestly. I like, to me, like, it doesn't matter if like I guess like Hellstar could be out of trend at this point. Doesn't matter to me.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, a piece is a piece, no matter who made it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because you know what it is? Everything, I feel like, everything we see now when it comes to, like, other brands is kind of like, if there was like a family tree, it's like it all just points back to Hellstar in a sense, as far as like the fitting, the graphics.
Well, yeah, they're definitely the godfather of this fucking, well, I don't know if it's the godfather, but they did a great job in fucking pushing forward this like washed vintage big graphic feel to everything, Scully and, you know what I mean, death and all that good shit. So, just saying.
Death, the way you said it.
That's the way they are. All right, moving on. Let's stay on the clothing and footwear for the last thing. We got Adidas, you know what I mean, and Bad Bunny. We have another gazelle.
Bunny.
You know what I mean? Talk to me. How are you feeling about this gazelle? This one's kind of like
Bunny.
It's like a...
Oh, wow. This gives me Newcastle SB vibes.
Newcastle SB, interesting.
Yeah, you know the dunks, right? Newcastle SB?
Yeah.
I like these. These are tough. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's like a peanut butter, like orange tangerine type of vibe.
It's like a peanut butter peach, if you will. You know
okay,
what I mean?
I like that peanut butter peach.
Like a butter pecan type vibe. You know what I mean? Caramel almost. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
yeah, no, these are nice.
It's giving all those kind of colors. And now that I secured the other Bad Bunny gazelles and I've worn them a little bit. You know what I mean? Probably one of my most worn shoes of 2025 because I brought them
gazelle?
Yeah, because I brought them on vacation and I fucking didn't stop wearing them on vacation. And then I've worn them a few times since then. Comfortable shoe, for sure. And just like a really good looking shoe on foot. Like I enjoyed. Good with shorts, for sure. You know what I mean? I enjoyed with shorts. Nice with pants even. You know what I mean? I'm a fan. I don't think I got a lot of shoes this color either. So like I don't know that I'm entertaining though. It's so many things coming out right now that like it's like I'm kind of feeling the Awake 5s. I don't know that I'm gonna go for them, but I'm kind of feeling them. And then like I said the other day, definitely like White Cement 4 is high on my list this month. Yeah, I mean, and it's, Shorty's birthday is this month, so I gotta kind of like put it together and not buy too many things. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how I would approach these shoes, but you never know if they kind of sitting around on the resale market not too high later on in life. Maybe. You know what I mean? This is a nice little shoe. It looks like a vacation vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer shoe for sure.
Spring vacation.
I would definitely like to tap in
for sure. All right, yeah, that's the Bad Bunny Gazelle part 2. You know what I mean? Moving on. Let's get on into the worst shit. We'll go worst piece of the week. And this, I didn't even know this was happening, brother. I didn't even know this was happening, but it is. Yeah, I mean, it is. There. I like shouts to the Spizike because it's like a fucking cockroach in these streets.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It will not die. You know what I mean? How has the Spizike not died? We don't know. It's like cockroaches. It's just like, bro, how are you still here?
Whoa,
how are you surviving?
How you gonna diss Spike? That's his signature shoe.
Bro.
That's Spike's signature shoe.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't even see Spike Lee wearing the Spizike.
They're literally named after him.
Yeah, but when do you see him wearing them?
He debuted them. It's his shoe.
Debuted them 5,000 years ago. Now that we're in 25 BC.
It literally got his face on the back, right? Like, am I bugging?
Does it?
Yes.
Either way, you know what I mean, he don't be wearing these shits. Which that's even you. Honestly, you did an even better job of proving my point. Because Spike Lee don't even wear them, and they're the Spizike. You know what I mean? So that should tell you enough that you need to know it's been 20 years that the Spizike has been out probably at this point, right? And there was only like one good colorway. It was the first one. You know what I mean? And that was it. It was the green joints, and that's that. You know what I mean? I think I still got them shits, but at this point, they're so like
monumental,
so far removed from me that I put them in storage. I don't even look at the Spizike. They don't even stay in the house because I wouldn't even wear them.
And look, it got the 40 acres in the mill branding on the back,
and he not even rocking them. That's crazy.
Now, see what? Now, what we're seeing is that the success of the brick by brick. You feel me? Like Jordan 4, it went so crazy, and that shoe still like reselling high. Like it's still the 550. It's been solid at that number consistently for how many weeks now. And Jordan sees that and they're like, okay, you feel me? It's doing good on the secondhand market. We just gotta apply this shit to every other, you feel me, model that we have, so we can move these units. I'm telling you,
that's how we got the block by block.
Yes. The Lego block.
Listen, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. It's just like
it's the fact that it's a low too.
That's what I'm saying. Colorway aside, how the fuck did we end up at low top Spizikes? How did Spizikes go so far that we were like, oh, you know what? The high top versions ain't enough. We need the lows. You know what I mean? And who the fuck is buying these? Because even your faves that be buying those fake 7 joints are buying these shits. You know what I mean? They not buying these shits. You know what I mean? That nationality that you say buys all these type of Jordans ain't buying these. So who's buying these? Who's the market for the low top Spizikes? If you out there, let me know, because I don't know. I never seen these shits in real life. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't know how this happened. Who okayed this? Who was in that office saying, yo, do the low Spizikes. Do the low Spizikes.
The low Spizikes.
I feel bad for anybody that got to hold these up and take pictures of these shits and promote these shits.
I could definitely see DJ Khaled with these. I'm not gonna lie.
Bad.
I can see Khaled with these so crazy.
They should make you, if you really want a Jordan collab, you know what I mean? If you want to make the Awake 5, you should have to make a Spizike. You know what I mean? Like, good luck, brother. Make a fucking Spizike, and then you can do what you want. You know what I mean? It's like the old, you know how like back in the day you used to have to buy like the whole clothing line to get the Jordan release as a store. You know what I mean? They should make you buy the low Spizike to get anything.
Oh, they definitely do that.
You know
Stores definitely still have to do that.
Get the low Spizike, brother.
They definitely.
And let me see who is rocking this. I don't know, bro. Doesn't seem like something that's realistic.
Somebody from the UK is definitely copping now.
Don't disrespect our fans out there, Lani.
What you mean? They be buying Team Jordans. What are you talking about?
I'm not putting that on.
Let me tell you something. You talking to somebody that used to work at Nike Town. Let me tell you something. When I used to work that Jordan floor, you know, they go crazy. They go crazy. They don't care just about the signature shoes. They look at all Jordan models. And I'm telling you,
never seen
when
it.
it comes to all red shoes, like everything comes back to that all red Yeezy. You feel me? Like it's literally, that's where everything came from. That all red shoe. Boom, 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 boom.
It was a bad time when they did those shits and all them red shoes. I hated all them shit.
I'm not a big fan.
And it's
of
a
all
bad
red
time
shoes.
now with the red shoes. I'm not gonna hold you. I thought this shit was different, but the brick by bricks to me was the same exact shit. Y'all look like y'all wearing Roshis. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm gonna be the only one to say it.
Yo, y'all look like we're Roshis.
I'm gonna be the only one to say it. That's what that shit look like. Brick by bricks look like Roshis to me. Same difference.
Oh my god.
All red shoes, not swag, gang. That's it. And I'll leave that at that. You know what I mean? Call it a day. All right, let's move on.
That's a crazy note. I can't even say nothing because you went crazy.
All right, yeah.
The Roshi.
That's it. All right, let's go to hat release of the week now. We'll go to hat dreams. You know what I mean? And we'll go to a NFL blackout draft pack. You know what I mean? I like this pack a lot. I'm not going to hold you. It was a nice little 5-pack of joints. Let me get to actually there's definitely a post with all 5 of them in them, so you can just kind of see all 5 of them, and then if we want to go to any of them individually, I can go through afterwards. But they made the post after I did the outline, so it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, so it was a 5-pack in this, you know what I mean? All black crowns. Some of them two-tones, some of them tonals. You got 3 two-tones and 2 tonals. You know what I mean? You got Dallas Cowboys, you got a Washington Commanders, Kansas City Chiefs, Atlanta Falcons, and a Minnesota Vikings. You know what I mean? Lani, talk to me. How you feeling about this pack right here? Any vibes?
Let's see. I'm looking at the Cowboys. Cowboys is cool. Oh, the Vikings actually nice. Patch on that. Damn.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, that patch is fire. That one, okay. That one actually may be the one for me.
Okay.
I ain't taking a
little Randy Moss action.
Yeah. You remember that era with jerseys? That Randy Moss jersey?
Yeah. Even though
Classico. Yeah, nah, that's definitely the best one. Definitely the best one for me, Vikings. Yeah. What about you?
I think for me it's Cowboys. I don't know. I don't like the Cowboys, but I feel like every time a Cowboys hat gets done, like shout out to Jerry Jones. Like y'all, I'm not gonna hold you, gang. A lot of the people that run hat stores in this community could learn something from Jerry Jones. Say no more often, because Jerry Jones be telling y'all no, and then almost all of the cowboy hats I see come out be fire. They barely ever have any whack cowboy hats to come out. You know what I mean? Because Jerry Jones be seeing the whack ass shit y'all be mocking up, and he be like, "How fucking no, I'm not putting that shit out. Fuck out of here. Only fire Cowboys hats." And that's how everybody should gatekeep in this community. You should look at everybody's designs the way Jerry Jones does. You know what I mean? So honestly, every time I see a Cowboys hat come out, it feels like the Cowboys always have great hats. Like they never have bad hats. Like I don't see it. It's not a lot of Cowboy hats because Jerry Jones be dubbing niggas. But from when I do see a Cowboys hat, it's always fire. So to me, this is just like classic. You know what I mean? It gives you 90s vibes, like America's Team shit. You know what I mean? Like I can see somebody wearing this shit on like Martin or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like really, definitely like nostalgic vibes on the Cowboys. So that one's number 1 for me. Vikings definitely will be number 2. I love the way that they did the fucking side patch for sure, and just kind of like I like that that there was some yellow on the front logo. He didn't go straight gold on the front logo. He kind of played it true to style on the front logo, and then went a little bit crazy on the side patch. I like that a lot. You know what I mean? Vikings was fire, and I kind of jacked the Commanders. No lie, like it's just a freaky looking crown. You know what I mean? I like the idea of a different logo. You know what I mean? Like I like the way it's used. I'm the only one I'm really not jacking is like the Chiefs, because I'm not really a big fan of that Chiefs logo, but I see what he was trying to do. Also, not really a big fan of the gold button. But I see what he was trying to get off here. You know what I mean? I think the Chiefs could have used a little bit of yellow in there. I would have probably preferred a regular KC logo. I do like the KC logo with the arrowhead. That's a nice logo. You know what I mean? But overall, just a really nice pack. Some clean hats that you could wear to the stadium. And I'm not mad at this. It was 1,000 times better than the actual NFL draft pack. Trash.
Yeah, it's definitely some clean hats.
Yeah, grays and greens, just grown man shit. You know what I mean? Take me out to the ball game style. You know what I mean?
Dead.
All right. So yeah, that's Hat Dreams. That's the blackout draft pack. You know what I mean? That's Manny Too Fresh cooked that joint up. Moving on.
I added something. I don't know if you've seen this last week. I added
That's on there.
That's on there?
Yeah.
I ain't see it in there.
It's on there. I'm pretty sure it's on there.
No, I don't see it.
All right. Well, we'll I'll add it into the
Okay.
the previews.
All right.
Because I posted it on the page. So you just add the link from the page in the previews if you get a chance. You know what I mean? While I announce the next topic, because I'm about to get my sing on. Should have been a section. One of my favorite sections. It's diversifying as the weeks pass. Should have been the gray, should have been the green, should have been the gray, should have been the green, should have been the gray, should have been the green, should have been the gray, should have been the green,
but it wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't. Yeah. And this week we are taking it to Lids. I thought it was actually, this was like a Lids pack that they did, but it seems that this is just like the uniform draft pack for the NFL this year. And this is just what the hats look like. So I won't put this on Lids. I will put this on the NFL and New Era Cap themselves. You know what I mean? Lids doesn't take any of the blame for this. But we're going to these draft hats. And I'm not going to hold you. They weren't the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? They were close. They almost hit. You know what I mean? It's just one little thing for me. You know what I mean? And it's on the top of these brims right here. You know what I mean? Because the logos ain't bad. I'm not going to hold you. I could get down with the logos. It's a little busy on the logos. You know what I mean? But I could get down with them. Grays, I could get down with that for sure. Even the New Era flag, I could get down with a little bit. You know what I mean? NFL shield on the back. You got a little. I'm trying to figure out what this side patch situation they have going on over here is, because there is a side patch on some of these. I don't know what it is though. Is it just like the draft logo, or like, I don't know exactly what's going on with the side patches on some of these, but nonetheless, just this little wreath laurel kind of situation we got going on the brim. It just feels like we didn't really need that. You know what I mean? We got a busy front logo already. We didn't need any more on the front of this hat. I think if you would have just left it plain, we would have had some decently clean draft hats. Probably some of the best draft hats we've seen in quite some time. But I just don't understand. In the day of minimalism, you guys don't even want to be minimalistic. And I just don't get it. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like what is really happening? You know what I mean? Like, design is so confusing to me these days. I don't get it. I don't know what you guys are actually going for, because the Super Bowl logos and the merch designs tell two different stories. And so, what is the aesthetic of the NFL? I don't know. But I just don't understand this. It just gives kind of like, I don't know. It's like the worst of gas station. And I can't stand it.
You don't like it?
This thing on the brim?
I feel like they should have just added more accent to it instead of just making it like color blocked plain. You feel me? Like if they added,
oh my god, you wanted it to be a different color?
I'm saying it could have been maybe black. Well, just different colors. Yeah, because it just blended in and just looked plain.
It's just unnecessary.
Because they going for that whole, veteran. Like, it makes sense. And you got to think about, as far as like football, who buys the hats is usually like, don't get me wrong, there's the young crowd, but there's definitely an older crowd of guys that's wearing.
We know
you
what
feel
it
me?
is. It's
like,
racism. Let's talk about it.
I'm dead
Shout out to
racism.
Shedeur Sanders.
I'm dead racism. But nah, it's just like
that's the main fan of the NFL. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of hillbilly-esque.
I'm saying I don't want to think of that, but I just think of older guys, veterans. You feel me? Like they love they love them type of hats. You feel me? So like it makes sense to me, but they should have just added, if they're gonna go all out, they should have just added some color to it. You feel me? Like for this Giants, you feel me? Why not make that little nest thing? I don't even know what you call that in the front, but make it red. You feel me? Like the Jets joint, they could have made it, you feel me, maybe off white or just like silver. Like, you feel me? Like each one could have been, it could have just been handled a little bit differently.
I don't know. It feels like they were just almost there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
they
saying.
almost got it. Like it's not horrible. It's not trash. They almost had it though. They almost had like a really good collection here, and they just kind of just like at the 1 yard line, if you will, fumbled.
Well, they're A-frames. You feel me? So like I know, like they knew who their demographic were, because like people aren't really wearing A-frames like that. It is. I will say it's one of those things. I see people sneaking in their collections more and more,
little by little.
I be seeing y'all cop them A-frames. I'm not mad at y'all because sometimes they be making.
If that's your swag, bro, get your swag.
I ain't mad at it. You feel me? Because you know what?
I didn't even mention the fact that these should have been fitteds. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I mean, you live and you learn. What can you do?
But that's what they doing now. They're making certain colorways and hats only in the A-frame to make people buy them. You feel me? Like they know what they're doing. That, yeah, they know what they're doing.
You're tired of the A-frame and fitted collections because people are only buying the fitteds. So it's like, fuck y'all not getting the fitted option no more. Take the A-frame and call it a day, bruv. I get it. I do like the idea of like the custom pins with each hat. That's dope.
It's cute.
Like that. Really nice touch. But yeah, anyways, that is the NFL draft collection from New Era Cat. You know what I mean? It just should have been worked on just like a few more minutes longer, honestly. And I think you had a banger on your hands. You didn't follow through. You know what I mean? It's like when you're shooting that free throw and you just like, yeah, you just got to follow through, gang. Continuing on. Let's go. Oh, I have no weekly pickups right now. I do have a new Knicks cup. Fuck, I wrote it down here and everything, and I forgot to go get it. Yeah, sorry, y'all. Yeah, I mean, maybe next week I'll come back with more things. But yeah, I got a new Knicks cup. I went to the game. Of course, I went to game 2. This is like a running story now on the podcast. Like, my favorite team goes to the playoffs. I go to a game, they lose, and it's the only game they ever lose. Like, what the fuck, bruv? You know what I mean? I'm tired of spending the bread for the L. And I'm not going to lie, last Monday, I was about to crash out, bro. Like, for the first hour to an hour and a half after I left that game, I was fuming. Fuming, brother. I did not pay money to watch that bullshit. You know what I mean? So
that's how it goes.
It's just tough times right now. So yeah, I got no pickups. I went to the Knicks game, and that shit damaged my pockets. And we lost. So it damaged my ego, too. It's just rough week for me. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys next week with more pickups. Continue. Do you have anything?
Nah.
You be forgetting to bring your pickups. We gotta get you together. Block going on. Way Up the Block. I seen him this weekend. And I rarely ever get to see that guy anymore. You know what I mean? I got to see, you know who I seen that I didn't get to see? Shouts to my guy. Play-by-play Ray. You know what I mean? Like, that was cool. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Shouts to some random people popping out at the watch party. That was really fun. You know what I mean? I love a little play-by-play Ray. You know what I mean? I never get to see the OG anymore. You know what I mean? And he's resisting being an OG. But come on, play-by-play Ray. We all know what's going on. You definitely unk status. You know what I mean? But that's not bad. You know what I mean? You unk status on a good vibe. Like, it's good to be an unk sometimes. Like, unk is a responsible individual. You know what I mean? Like, right?
I guess. I'm saying I consider myself unk at this point.
Damn, you think you unk?
No, I'm not.
I mean, depends who you talking to. If you talking to like a 17-year-old, you could be unk.
Listen,
you know what
I accepted it one day when I pulled up to a release, and they was like, "OG, you got it." Like, they just let me cut, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm here."
That's unkish.
Like, I'll never forget that shit. I was on Fordham Road, and niggas was getting crazy at the Jimmy Jazz for a Jordan release, and I'm like, I seen the line, I respected the line, and I was like, I seen how people was getting in the front, and I'm like, all right, fuck that. We walked to the front. Oh, and the young kid was like, "OG, you got it." And I said, "I'm here."
We lied.
I said, "I'm here. I can't even." Once you get identified as that, you gotta accept it. It's like a nickname.
I'm not gonna hold you.
You can't pick your nickname. The streets give you your nickname.
I don't usually feel unkish because I'm usually talking to a bunch of other unkish type motherfuckers. Yeah. But the second that I talk to a young motherfucker like a Ash or like a Saucy, I feel unkish. I'm not gonna hold you because I be giving unk ass advice. Like, my advice is very unkish. So yeah, for sure. Definitely giving unk advice. All right, moving on. Let's go reviews to previews. You know what's going on. We are previewing some crowns. You know what I mean? Some of these might have already come out, and some of them might be on the horizon. First things first, we're going to ECAPCITY. You know what I mean? We're going to VAVFITTEDS. We're going to Queso Fitteds. And we're going to Explicit Fitteds. You know what I mean? The Fitteds crew came together to make fitteds. You know what I mean? And they got a little 3-piece score right here. You know what I mean? You got first up Vav with the Phillies. You know what I mean? I think this is a Uzi hook, if I'm not mistaken.
It's that eternal wake.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So this is another Uzi hook. Actually, interestingly enough, Queso Fitteds had the Uzi hook last week with the Uzi Vert D-backs. You know what I mean? And we back with the Uzi Vert Phillies now. And this was nice. You know what I mean? Black tonal blue bottom on this one. A little bit like a royal blue bottom, but like maybe like a little bit brighter than royal blue. 96 All-Star Game side patch. Pretty colorful. Talk to me, Lani. How you feel about this one?
And
this pack in general.
I really like this pack. I'm not gonna lie. Once I seen this crown, I was just like, I need it, especially just because I love that album. Now with me, I was trying to notice the differences between the two because there's two different versions of this Phillies.
Is that why they posted
yeah, so
two of them?
Yeah, so there's two different versions. It's one.
So what the hell is the difference?
One is the deluxe version, and one is the regular version. So I guess when you look at the patches on the side, you could kind of like see the difference because
really,
right? Yeah, if you look at one
oh, I do see how it's kind of like
different.
You got purple here on this one, and you got teal on this one, and you got red right here on this one, and then you got purple right here on this one, and then you got the green right here on this one, and you got the red right here on this one where the All-Star game is. That's the first thing. Also, the 1996s are different. I wonder how this came about and how this actually happened. If this was a purposeful thing, or if it just kind of happened by mistake, and they ordered like both of them by mistake, and then we just went deluxe and you know what I mean. But either way, it's kind of working. I'm not gonna lie, and it's a dope hat. So I think it works in his favor. The fact that it is a dope hat, and there's two different versions, so people will kind of like, you know what I mean. I like this version, or I like that version. Which version do you like more of the patch?
I think the deluxe.
I don't know which one that is, bro.
The deluxe got the teal 1996.
Okay, so the teal 19. I think I like the other one more, honestly. Yeah. I think I like that one more. I like the way the color blocking hits on the All-Star game more for that one.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's the VAV joint. So I didn't even notice there was two different ones there. Then you got Queso did the I believe Queso did the Explicit Fitteds did the Houston, right? So you got this like sparkling grape Houston right here with the black two-tone. I think this is a pink bottom right here. 45th anniversary side patch. This was a very clean crown to me. Kind of gives almost Selena vibes, if you will. You know
well, they're actually based off tracks from wait, what is this? Track 4 EA Deluxe. Wait, oh no, I'm bugging.
Nah, I think it's just Aux Pack vibes, and they're all just
the Houston. Okay. No, I'm misreading the shit, but it's just like it says playlist on shuffle.
Yeah, it's a aux pack, if you will, kind of situation with all the hats. And then the third joint, you got Queso Fitteds, who's been having a dope run lately. Kind of some dope crowns coming out from Queso Fitteds. Shouts to him. You got this the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is pretty nice right here. You got the sky blue with the black two-tone green button, 1942 All-Star Game side patch. Bust down really nice. Has like a little bit of hints of mint and some purple in there, some gold, some black. Very nice color blocking right there.
Bueno.
Yeah, I mean, this is overall just 4 great. I was gonna say 3 great hats because I keep messing up the Phillies, but yeah, 4 great hats. Like really, really dope work right here. Shouts to ECAPCITY and shouts to the designers on this one. One of my favorite joints of the week for sure. Definitely a great drop. Yeah, can't say nothing bad there. Anything else you want to add in?
Nah, I just like this pack overall. I know some people are like 50-50 on it, but I feel like this was definitely good creation on from all the creators on this pack. Vav, I know he's also one that like designs in detail, and you see that with his crowns. Queso, Explicit, they go crazy. So it's good to see, especially working with ECAPCITY. Shout out to ECAP, man. Yeah, every week y'all doing something good. So
yeah, I'm happy to see them back and moving. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Continuing on, let's keep in the previews. We'll go to Rahnnifitteds, man. Ronnie's back. You know what I mean? Maverick Part 2 is on the horizon, and he's starting to preview crowns. And you already know, they freaky. You know what I mean? I would expect no less from Ronnie. If we didn't get the metallic brim, I would probably be disappointed. You know what I mean?
Grove Street fool.
I'm not going to hold you. He's probably the only one that could do shit like this and get the pass. Because, I mean, him and John Jay, this is their bop. So I ain't even tripping when I see it. You know what I mean? You got the Grove Street Dodgers right here. You know what I mean? Based on, obviously, San Andreas vibes. You know what I mean? How are you feeling about this one, Lani? This is a polarizing crown.
I'm saying it makes sense. This hat is based off, CJ, Grove Street, like the green. And then it got the proper green in the patch, right? What is the 40th anniversary? Like if I was on Grove Street, this would be uniform.
Yeah.
Type shit. You feel me? Like, so I'm not mad at this. Even the green on the new era. Yeah. Nah, I'm not mad at this. I look at at first I was just like, nah, this shit too crazy, but it goes, especially with the front logo, because it's like bling on the top visor.
Interesting fucking crown. I don't dislike it. You know what I mean? It's just Very interesting. Definitely not for me. Definitely not gonna cop or rock. But I see what he's doing. I get it. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to see Ronnie back in the game, man. The game is better when Ronnie's here because he's pushing boundaries. And a lot of y'all be doing the same fucking hats over and 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 over again. And so, like, come on. Like, we need somebody that's going to change it up every once in a while.
Oh, my God.
Please.
Well, yeah. And so, yeah. No.
Shit is insane at this point.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what else Ronnie is bringing out because this is like I guess a preview from his Birdines pack where he got a bunch of different.
We'll be back next week with a bunch of previews from Ronnie. I'm
right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because I want to know. Whoa, hold on. All right. What he's wearing, I just peeped at the patch on this shit. Just crazy.
We'll get there when we get there.
But yeah, I want to see. Is this going to be something where we got all PS2 games? Is it going to be like a San Andreas type of vibe?
No idea.
I'm interested.
All right, guess we'll see. Moving on, that was Ronnie and Birdines. That's the Grove Street Dodgers. Continuing in the previews, we'll go Friday's lineup for Society. You know what I mean? They had an interesting lineup of crowns, a bunch of crowns. Society's kind of bugging the fuck out lately. I'm not gonna lie to you. So many crowns. You got First Things First, the Twilight joint from GAT. You know what I mean? Minnesota Wild, based on Twilight. You got the Issa Braves. You know what I mean? Based on a 21 Savage album cover by Fox VAVFITTEDS, which I thought this was a pretty freaky, but really nice crown still at the end of the day. You got this Phillies from Capo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pretty nice. Stone on the Navy. You know what I mean?
You had the pink UV.
Did it?
Yes.
Interesting. Then you got the kind of Cinco de Mayo, you know what I mean? Nation of Mexico pack from Heavy Lies the Crown, AZ Crowns, and Fitted Dad. You know what I mean? Cooked up all these joints right here. 5-pack. Very nice Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Milwaukee Brewers, 2 Astros, and a Texas Rangers. World Series champs, fuck the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Joint. Yeah. Talk to me. How you feeling about this pack, Lonnie? It's
Friday. You know what this Atlanta's for, right?
Yes, I just told you.
Okay. All right, my bad. I got so excited because I seen the back thing. I was thinking about that ending track. That's my favorite joint on there.
It's called the Issa Braves.
Yeah. That's fire. Yeah, no, Pro Society's this nigga's always going crazy over there. How you feel about the Minnesota Wild joint?
It's cool. I'm not mad at it. Different kind of hook, you know what I mean? Like I definitely like interesting, like just like off the beaten path hooks, not the same shit over and over again. So I see GAT trying to change it up, do different shit. So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. You know what I mean? Nice little baby blue with the brown.
It's a good like spectrum of shit.
Yeah, I like the way the copper hits. Definitely nice front logo, done well. Yeah, so nothing wrong with it. I'm not mad at it.
Facts.
I don't know like that anybody really like fucking. I wonder if there was people that was like, "Oh, Twilight, love that movie, need the hat," or if they were just like, "Yo, nice ass hat." I'm a cop, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wonder. I guess
I didn't even know it was like really a Twilight joint until somebody pointed it out.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm not gonna lie. I watched some of the Twilight movies. I think I watched up to the second or third.
I think I got a little handy in the second one. You know what I mean? Like, it was a fun time in the movie theater.
It was definitely second or third one. Yeah. That was a funny one.
Yeah. But yeah, good pack overall. Yeah. I really like the Mexican.
That's
pack.
what I was looking at, the Astros, right?
Well, there's a bunch. The Astros was nice, the gradient in the front logo and gradient in the side patch. This Dodgers is really nice with the side patch as well. And this Brewers is a very interesting crown right here with the gray on gray, the graphite, and the copper. Very, very interesting crown right there. So yeah, overall, Diamondbacks nice as well. Yeah, this is a very clean drop. I mean, besides these whack ass Dodgers fucking World Series champions hats, fuck those hats. Besides those hats, very, very nice drop. You know what I mean? Can't be wrong. Can't be mad at it, rather. Nice little Pro Society Friday night lineup. And that's that on that. Continuing on. Let's go home game. You know what I mean? We'll go Mitch Highlark Orioles part 2. You know what I mean?
Part 2 on them.
Now, you know what's going on here, man. High Lark Bird Part 2. Not too much of a change here. Just went off white to black. You know what I mean? Almost everything stayed the same as far as I can tell. I wouldn't be able to tell you 100%, but that's what it looks like for me. Probably some small little changes, but nothing too crazy. Just a black crown this time around. Very nice. You know what I mean?
I like what he did this time. I don't know if he did this on the first one, but the leather squatchy on the top.
I did just notice that. That is a very, very nice hit.
That's nice. I like that, Mitch. That's a good one right there. I'm mad we can't see. Wait, maybe the baddies in the vid.
Maybe.
But nah, this is calm.
I do like the
not too
the
calm, but
squatchy.
you know what I mean. It's a good crown. Solid.
That's interesting.
Giving cool beef and broccoli vibes for real. Trench coat vibes. Yeah, not like that.
Yeah, Batterman's
Okay.
calm, nothing
Great.
crazy.
Yeah, it's good. It's a
Calm.
good part too.
Yeah, definitely. Dope. Shouts to Mitch. I think that's dropping next week. So yeah, we might it might be involved in one of the releases of the week next week. Who knows? There was another. Oh, this one I was gonna say. There was another crown that Mitch had parts in that I really liked, and I seen this one in hand, and I think I'm gonna scoop this one. I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
tough.
This shit is hard right here. Concrete Jungle, courtesy of Franco Life Boring and Mitch Highlark. You know what I mean? A little collaboration with the two. Yeah, just a nice little gray for the streets. You know what I mean? You got the camo print on the top visor and brown button. 1949 Rolly side patch. Clean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is a really nice crown. Seashell on the front logo.
Yeah, the camo top visor does it for me.
Yeah, I didn't know that this would be a nice combination, but they really had the vision on this one. Green bottom too. Yeah, I love this hat right here. This is really nice. One of my faves. That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't even. Yeah, that's it. Just really, really clean ground. Definitely gonna scoop up on this one. This screams fall time to me. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna play some Smith and Wesson when that shit's on. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
heard you.
get in my bag for real. Continuing on, let's go DPM. Let's go HK Billy Fallen Father. You know what I mean? You got the Fallen Father twins right here. Talk to me how you feeling about this one. You got twins in stone with the navy top bill. You know what I mean? You got the white front logo right here, TC on the front logo, a navy squatchy, 19, I forget what year the All-Star Game side patch is, but it's the Yankee joint, 1977 All-Star Game side patch, Yankee Stadium joint with the apple, you know what I mean? TC, his father's initials, New York, obviously, from New York, you know what I mean? Simple. Green bottom, black gutter, I think it's Mets colors on the back because he was a Mets fan. Talk to me, like, how you feeling about this one?
This one I like. Very calm. Front logo to the side patch. Side patch, I think, may be my favorite. My favorite feature on the crown.
Okay.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm not mad at this. What I did like is the Well, I'll let you talk about it, but the other had that for this pack. I like.
Yeah. I don't think the pictures had come out yet when I did the outline, so I can go to it. It's got to be on his page. Yeah, I wasn't mad at this pack at all. Like, nice little 2-pack. You got the Detroit. What is this one called? The Big Dawn, aka Movie Man. You know what I mean? So you got the Detroit, another, like, you know what I mean, crossover patch vibe. You know what I mean? So you got tonal blue Detroit with the white D front logo. Yankees, I forget what All-Star Game this is as well, but Yankees All-Star Game side patch nonetheless. You know what I mean? Very clean. Talk to me how you feeling. Well, you said you like this one.
Yeah.
Is this gray bottom?
I think so.
Gray bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is black or white gutter. I can't
Black.
tell. Black gutter. You know
Black gutter.
Yeah, this is a super clean joint right here. Kind of gives almost like, I don't know if he was trying to do this because the fit or something, but it kind of gives like West Coast vibes almost. You know what I mean? Like the D with the star logo. I don't know. It's just kind of, yeah, it just got that essence to it. You know what I mean? Definitely like old school vibes. So yeah, clean. Can't go wrong here. Nice little tonal. Need more tonals in the world. So shout out to HK Billy, DPM Fitteds. That's the Fallen Fathers pack 2.0. Continuing on in the previews. We got Wilder Fitteds. You know what I mean? Now, he's previewed a few more from this pack. We'll show the rest of them next week. But we just had one at the start. You know what I mean? We had the Chosen one. You know what I mean? We had Anakin. And we got another Star Wars pack on the horizon. You know what I mean? Only Hope Part 2. Talk to me, Lani. How you feeling about the Anakin Braves 99? You know what I mean? You got the charcoal with the brown, a little bit of blue and red. Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm feeling this. I'm big on the Star Wars vibe, so if it's Star Wars, I'm definitely in tune. I like the blue metallic around the A's logo, or Atlantic logo. 99 patch ain't bad. You got the brown with the gray. You know, this is cool. This is smooth.
Yeah, I'm loving
Oh, my bad. Both lightsabers in the patch. That's why I have one side's blue, the other side red.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this year for Wilder has been a great year so far. Obviously slow to start, but he's picking it up right now. But the designs that are coming out, specifically the Bakunawa pack and now this Only Hope stuff, dope design work and just different shit. Like definitely kind of reaching deep into his bag and creating colorways we never really seen before. Color combinations that are kind of outside the box but still kind of hooked to something. So I'm loving this year of design work for Wilder. Definitely a step in the right direction for sure. A little bit freakier, you know what I mean, and some growth in his design style. So dope to see for sure. I'm feeling like this is gonna be in the running for pack of the year for sure. I mean, I think they might give me a run for the money on the main events side of things because these hats seem pretty thoughtful, and he got some CTO, which he kind of cheated a little bit, so he's gonna have some special materials and different shit that most people can't put in there, you know what I mean? So I might put him in a different category, but nonetheless really dope pack. I think this is gonna be dope once it's all kind of fleshed out. 11 hats in this pack, so
11 hats,
he got numbers
crazy
on his side, you know what I mean? You don't see a lot of 11 hat packs these days. So I'm excited to see how this fleshes out. You know what I mean? Could be some mid in there, could be some dirt. I don't know. I'm tuned in though. So far, he's killing. So shouts to Wilder. Shouts to Argenic. You know what I mean? And shouts to whatchamacallit, John. You know what I mean? For cooking this up. You know what I mean? Good shit right here. Only Hope Part 2 on the horizon for Hat Club. Continuing on. Hat Club's having a hell of a fucking month. I would say that I kicked it off, but not a hell of a month. Shouts to Hat Club. They fucking killing it right now. Just back to back to back on them. Good shit. Definitely killing the hat buyer months, if you will. Moving on, let's go regular old Ty. Let's go Ichiro on him. You know what I mean?
He took it down.
Oh, you motherfucker! And I usually post his shit too. But
damn it, you know Ty, that's what he does. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna send Ty a text about this because this happens too often. See if you can find it. This happens too often. It's there, then it's not there.
Motherfucker.
It's there, then it's not there.
All right,
Ty's so sneaky.
Well, Ty made an Ichiro hat, you know what I mean? And now it's gone. So it never happened. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yo,
it's gone now.
It's so crazy.
There was a Ty Ichiro hat. It's gone now. Don't worry. You can't buy it anyways. So it's no sweat off your back. Shit is gone. I guess moving on. You know what I mean? We'll go Lucky 7 Brims with a Z at the end. And we'll go this Tampa Bay Rays right here. You know what I mean? Very clean. Now, he had another Tampa Bay Rays we talked about on the pod. This is part 2 to Tampa Bay Rays vibes for him. And yeah, this is very nice. Talk to me, Lani, how you feeling about this one? Off-white with the graphite blue button.
Yeah, no, this one, it's like it's crazy with the colors, but it's like it's done in the right way, right? I don't think I'd like the red with the baby blue and the graphite, but it just kind of goes, you know, everywhere is kind of placed strategically where it makes sense. It's not like overly done because I feel like this could have been overly done.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Lucky is from Florida because he's kind of finding his bag with these Rays. I'm not gonna hold you. It's just 2 in a row now. He's kind of cooking up. That's looking like freaky, but dope crowds for sure. So I'm really excited to see what else is coming on. I know this is dropping at Men's Closet 407. You know what I mean? And there's some other stuff dropping at Men's Closet 407 that we'll probably talk about next week as well. Shouts to Kicks Express and Mr. Stay Humble and Lucky 7 Brims. You know what I mean? Like they cooking up over there. You know what I mean? Men's Closet 407. I guess follow them on Instagram and kind of stay tapped in because shit is going down. But yeah, this Rays, very, very nice. Green bottom, off-white. Can't be mad at this at all. Just a clean crown. You know what I mean? Shouts to Lucky Brims doing good shit out there. Moving on. Staying with the previews. We'll go So Fresh Clothing and their weekend drop. And then we'll get into some comments and we'll get the fuck out of here. So Fresh Clothing, 4-pack. You know what I mean? You got Phillies done by Brim.Goons. You know what I mean? With a Z at the end. Then you got the Sharks done by The Garment Game, a.k.a. Rax. And then you got a 2-piece from Fitted Algebra. You know what I mean? You got the black and green 49ers crown. And you got the Avatar Blackhawks, which at first I didn't know was an Avatar hook. But then I found out it was an Avatar hook. And then I appreciated it way more afterwards. Talk to me how you feeling about this 4-pack, Lani.
I'm really for some reason I thought we talked about that Avatar joint.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a good pack. What I do like is this 49ers. I'm not gonna lie, something about the 49ers joint I'm really digging. I don't know if it's the patch or the coloring. This is just a good crown. Definitely just like a good everyday joint if I was from the Bay.
For sure.
Type shit, you know, like Phillies too, good everyday joint. The Sharks joint just look kinda, it's freaky, but it's good freaky. And then the Avatar joint, definitely I think probably the best one out of the four. You know that, yeah.
Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, could be an interesting go at hook of the year, possibly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great hooks this year. Y'all fucking smoking the hooks. So I'm not going to hold you. That's going to be a category where you thought you might be able to get in last year. It's going to be tough this year. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of great hooks right now. Between that D-Rose Blackhawks we seen. Now you got Avatar Blackhawks. You got all the wrestling joints. You got a lot of attention to detail on the hooks this year. You know what I mean? Goose doing home run hooks. There's a lot of shit going on right now. So I love the hooks right now. I think it's the year of the freestyle has come and gone. You know what I mean? Like, put some intention behind these designs now. Enough with the bullshit. You know what I mean? But yeah, dope little 4-pack right here from So Fresh Clothing, and that's what's going on over there this weekend. Let's get into the YouTube, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see how y'all been doing with the comments. Hopefully decent. Hopefully we have some stuff to read here. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I guess I'll just go through the...
Don't lie.
I guess I'll just go through the episodes, because we do have like mad extra videos because of your Air Max shit, but maybe I won't go through everything. But we trying to get on our vlog shit a little bit more. You know what I mean? Trying to show you different shit on YouTube. So definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. We ain't even bother you this week on some shit like that. So I'll take the time out now to tell you, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube. We at over 300 subscribers now. You know what I mean? Shouts to all 300 plus of y'all. Keep subscribing, y'all. We need to get to 500 so we can monetize. We got no money right now on YouTube. You know what I mean? We're not getting no YouTube money. All of this money's coming out of our bakis. You know what I mean? So we need you to help us help ourselves. You know what I mean, gang?
Please.
Go subscribe to the YouTube. And while you're here, make sure you like and comment on this video, please. You know what I mean? We'll get to some older videos. Let's start from 121. We'll go brick by brick. I don't think I've read these comments yet. We'll see if we got anything going on over here. Damn, my fucking speaker is horrible.
That shit sound crazy.
Shit is disgusting, bro.
Sound like a 94 Honda.
I don't know what I was doing, bro. I thought I was making music. I tried to put the volume all the way up, listen back. Shit got all fucked up, bro. I don't even know. All right, 121, brick by brick. We got 10 comments. Shouts to that. 10 comments. That's nice. You know what I mean? WilderFitted says, just have to say before I forget. Oh, wait, I think I read these comments already. Did I read this? Yeah, I think I read these comments, right? No, I don't think I read these comments, actually, no. I don't think I read them. I don't think I read them. You know what I mean? We go 10 comments. We got at WilderFitted says, just have to say before I forget, thanks for the Hattie's honors. What you guys do in the community will not go unnoticed. Thank you, Wilder. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
At Malo Illist said, another unfadable production. Fire emoji. I love that. At Dread ZW7HQ said, baseball from 55 is crazy gas. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. I agree. At Loaf Brim said, definitely need a hot plate from Lani. You heard her. At Keep Cappin said, we here. At Piff Powers said, 4920, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. I don't know what was happening at that time, but I'm sure it was fire. At New Era Capo 88 said, Fitted Works by Hat Store is definitely a front for something illegal. LMAO. That's why they don't care what them hats look like. Crying face, crying face. I'm not ruling that out.
Shout out the couple.
If you live in the hood, you know you've had at least one or two theories on certain stores in your neighborhood that is just like, how do you stay open? I know you a front, but I just ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? You had the same 3 boxes of cereal on the shelf for how long? Come on, what's going on? At Big K10 said, for real, Lani be cooking shit up. I see you on IG, my boy.
Appreciate that, King.
At Big K10 said also, yeah, Harden 1 shoes was fire. Them other shit's just not the move. I feel like Ant-Man low-top shoe should have been his second shoe and kept the high tops as his first instead of bringing them both out at the same time in the same year, in my opinion. Good idea. You know what I mean? Not mad at that. And at Plenty Hardway said, great name, by the way, I hope they don't drop that too. They low-key should have just gave Ant the Harden 9 as his second one. So, not mad at that idea.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Let's go 122 on him now. Shouts to the Fake Off the Dome podcast. Or no shouts, rather.
Yeah, fuck them.
I mean, they won't be on the screen anyways. I'm not putting that shit on there. It's going to be empty until I click on another one. It's a lot. It's more work, but it's worth it.
Why don't you just press videos?
No free promo. What you mean?
There's a filter right at the top, pal. Scroll up.
Oh, no, I'm just looking for a specific video. It's giving me the videos. It's just not giving me the one video I'm looking for. For some reason, it went straight from 121 to 123. I'm saying I could have clicked our own page, but I didn't, so I'm here. All right, this is 122. We have 7 comments here. You know what I mean? At 5950 Tommy said, Gat and Manny, my 2 favorite designers this year that consistently drop. Not a bad 2 right there. At Bury Me in the South said, pause is a way of life. My son is 10 and understands the pause. Facts. You know what I mean? At New Era Capo 88 said, good episode. Def need the curation vibes elevated for the summer months. For sure. You know what I mean? Can't wait to see what's going on in Philly. At Havdilla, I guess, Javdilla, 8896 said, NYC is definitely missing more vibes. At Devin Pereira said, Stevie Williams skated in 95s. There you go. I had no idea. You know what I mean? Y'all be teaching us things every week on this shit. And at Malo's Illest said, nah, the King Wears New Era King of Spiders Mets ain't calm. The fuck y'all saying, LOL? That shit is a película to me. Shouts to that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fire crown, nonetheless. I don't know if we didn't sound super excited, but we liked it. You know what I mean? It's a dope-ass crown for sure.
Facts.
And yeah, I'll leave 123 for the next episode. We'll catch y'all, you know what I mean? So that's it on comments. I appreciate y'all for commenting. Don't forget to comment on this one, and don't
forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't hesitate to go back and comment on older episodes if you didn't comment. You know what I mean? 123, you can still get your comment read. You know what's going on. You know what I mean? I love y'all as always. Thank you for spending some time with us this week. We are humbled that you do this with us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bottom of our hearts.
Any last words for the people?
No, just. Well, I'm gonna come prepared next time. But you know, as usual, you know what to expect from me. You expect nothing but positivity from me. I respect it to just ricochet back and forth. You feel me? If you've been here this long, you helping the movement move on, and I'm grateful for that.
Facts. All right, yeah, we'll see you guys next week on the Off the Dome podcast. Don't do bad, do good, bitches.